especially throughout like the tournament and the biggest tournament and the NCAA tournament. But I think her approach just to be the dominant player she is started right away. After obviously losing to South Carolina, just taking a little break, but then coming back in the summer, like you could tell that she has a whole different like mindset that she's gonna be the best player on the court out there, and she's been practicing like that, preparing like this the whole year. So it's not something that is surprising that she became the player she is. But throughout the whole year, she's been consistent, and that's I think something that is just been so huge for us. Like in the post, like having a consistent player that we can throw the ball to, facing double teams and just passing out and scoring. I mean, she's been awesome. But I would say the biggest difference is just her confidence. It's just you can't take that away. You can see that way. I don't know if like the mask probably gives an extra little confidence for her. But we've been super happy for her. But we knew that she's the player she is. We were just waiting for her to come out of her shell and be the dominant player she is.
Do you guys do anything to like pour confidence into her? Or does that come like you think self-motivated?
I would say most of it is self-motivated, but we definitely obviously putting that in her because we know her like what she's capable of, and just as another post, I'm always making sure I feed the ball into the post whenever she's in there because I know she's able to obviously score anytime, get any rebound. So that's how I think we can help her. Just keep telling her to hey, like keep going in there. We give you the ball and you got this. But I mean, I think she's doing an amazing job of just preparing herself for every single game. I don't think she needs extra motivation. She's been awesome. Especially like having my I broke my thumb. I was out for 7 games, and during that stretch, she's been just the way she's been playing, and it was just amazing and unstoppable. And I think that's what we're looking forward to from them, even in this NCAA tournament.
What makes her so efficient?
Yeah, I think she's just great at using her, her abilities and body in the post, and just she has a lot of little shifty moves, and she's very quick. So you often see her, driving the ball from the high post, from anywhere on the court, and I think this year she's been very consistent, shooting those mid-range jumpers, which I think gives the defender kind of things like, hey, do I leave her open? Do I pressure her? And then that's when she goes by people. So I think she's became more of a threat from the post and outside as well, and she's been great using her skills.
So Nika mentioned that you were recruiting her to Ohio State, and then
Yes.
she was recruiting you to UConn. What do you remember of that?
Yes, I remember just being at Ohio State. They told me that there's this really good point guard from Croatia, and we were like more international. So it was kind of similar there too. Like we wanted to get as many international players as we can. So I remember, DMing her. I was like, hey, like, you want to come on a visit? Like, it would be awesome to play with you. And she was like, I'm still thinking. But then like I was like, okay, what are your schools? And then she told me UConn. I was like, I had a feeling she's gonna go to UConn, but I was trying to obviously get her to play with me. And then obviously just when I got into the transfer portal, I already thought coach was the first person that contacted me on the phone. But after that, I saw Nika's DM, but we were able to scroll back up, and we just had a whole laugh about like the whole things and how it changed. And then she's still bragging about it that she was better because she recruited me and she got me. Like I came because of her, obviously. So, but it's fun. It's just it's just a fun thing that we have. But I'm definitely happy that if things worked out like this and I can play with her. I mean, it's been a blast. Having her as my point guard. It's been awesome.
You're a big fan of Christmas songs.
Christmas songs?
Yeah.
Yes, I like Christmas. I love Christmas. But it's not as crazy as you think. Like I don't listen to like Christmas songs like throughout the year, but I love, it just sometimes comes into my mind. So I think Christmas for me, I think it's just, being with my family. I think that's why it's, some years when I wasn't able to go home, it's been a little, struggling for me to like be away from them. But it just always gives me, nice warm feeling just having my family, but it's not as bad as you think. I don't listen to just on my free time, but I do love Christmas.
Is that why you and Rebecca would sing them, like in the fall?
Yes, pretty much. Just like I remember just being, preparing to, before Christmas, we already would have like, Christmas tree decorations and just, get into the joy.
Rebecca had, mentioned that you texted her either when the bracket came out or
Yes.
the matchup. What was that back and forth like?
No, I was like, hey, I see you soon. Nothing really about, like what's gonna happen and nothing, but just kind of, get in touch with her. I mean, obviously we talked a lot of times here throughout the season. She always checked on me if I got injured. If I have a good game, I see her having a great game. We always, catch up and support each other because obviously, we've been there for each other for a long time in Ohio State. We've been roommates, and I have a lot of love for her. We were talking about after the season, hopefully being able to catch up, go to, somewhere like Hungary or somewhere in Europe, just have a little vacation and just catch up. So it's been fun, and it's, she was once my friend, she's always gonna be my friend, and with all of the other girls as well that I played with, I always gonna have that, relationship with them, and I always gonna root for them. I always want them the best for them, but we're gonna be able to, hopefully talk a little bit after the game.
So was that